Hey everyone, I'm so sorry about this lighting. It's really weird, but I wanted to make this video about a sensitive topic that I've been going through for a while. As you know, I am in my 6-week postpartum. I had another daughter. Her name is Morgan, and she's beautiful. But I have been dealing with postpartum depression. Now, I have dealt with depression previous to me having children. I only have 2 daughters. I had postpartum with my first daughter, but I didn't recognize it until after it was gone. And now I have it again, and I've recognized it very quickly just because I've had it before. So I am basically give you a little information on it, let you know how I'm feeling, tell you how I'm dealing with it and things like that. They say about 13% of women go through postpartum depression, whether while they're still pregnant. Some women have it while they're pregnant, and some women have it mostly after. That's why it's called postpartum. I actually think that the percentage is higher. It's just that percentage is the people basically that have it, recognize they have it, and go in somewhere to get help. Like I said, a lot of women don't recognize they have it. A lot of women have it and don't know they have it. So that number is significantly higher than they know or that they say. Some signs are like lack of interest, worrying, anxiety, things like that. Sometimes it gets to the point where you have thoughts of hurting the baby or your children. And a lot of women, they hide from that. They have those feelings, they have those thoughts, they have those visions and dreams and things like that. And they don't say anything because it's so harsh. Like, how can you hurt your child? How can you hurt your baby? Like, an infant is laying there, and how can you think about hurting that infant, the helpless person? And then it's your own child, so it makes it even worse. But actually, having postpartum depression and having those thoughts are very normal. It's normal when you're having postpartum, not normal, period. Want to make that straight. And if that happens, you definitely need to go get help immediately, because you don't want to get to the point where it gets even more severe. A lot of women, it does get more severe, and a lot of women end up either hurting their child, or they'll hallucinate. They'll start hallucinating. It's called, it's called postpartum psychosis. And basically you can have hallucinations, you can have suicidal thoughts, things like that. Some women end up actually hurting their baby and not realizing that they have. Or some women don't hurt their baby, but they neglect them. Or some people just go from, I'm not going to hurt my child, I'm going to take care of, my child and everything, but I just don't want to live anymore, So if you're having these thoughts, please go get help. Please go get help. Regular postpartum depression, like I said, you lose interest. So all the things that you used to like to do, hobbies, sports, things like that, you don't want to do them anymore. You don't really want to go outside. You don't really want to do anything. You get irritated a lot. You get frustrated a lot. You're tired all the time. You have no energy. You worry. You stress a lot. And with me, I stress a lot about things that I can't change, which doesn't help, because basically I waste the little energy that I do have on those type of thoughts and those type of things. And then when it comes to my children or something that I need to do where I need the energy that I just wasted, I don't have it. And so now I'm just like that. I noticed it because of that, and I noticed it because I was always down. I was always depressed. Everything made me depressed. Like, I could look at someone and see them doing something or having something that I didn't have, and then all of a sudden my thoughts are, why don't I have that? Why can't I have that? I'm a loser. And then it just kept trickling and trickling. I just kept having these thoughts, just negative thoughts after thoughts after thoughts, and it just brought me from here to here. And I never had the thoughts about hurting my baby or anything, But, just the type of thoughts that you have is just not normal, Let's see. Some of the causes. It could be family history of depression. It could be your history of depression. It could be hormonal changes. Definitely, because your hormones after having a baby are still fluctuated. Even after a year after you have your baby, your hormones aren't still basically back to normal most of the time. Physical changes. For example, I just moved not even a year ago to 3 hours from where I grew up. And I'm talking about grew up, born, raised, everything. And down here I have no family. I have, no friends. I have, the couple family members that I do have, they are not close to me, so I don't see them as often. And the other ones, they work so much, it's just pointless. So I feel kind of isolated, and I feel, lonely, unappreciated, unworthy all the time. So those types of thoughts actually made me talk to one of my family members, and they suggested, hey, maybe you need to go see someone. So actually I went to therapy, and I saw, before that I went to the doctor. They score you on this test for postpartum. Apparently out of 25 I scored like a 21, which was extremely high for them, and my doctor recommended me to this therapist, which I'm seeing now, and it's going great, actually. I'm learning a lot about myself. I'm learning a lot about postpartum. I'm learning a lot about my coping skills and how to deal with it, and what to do when something happens, what to do when I'm having those thoughts, how to retrain my mind of thinking in a certain way. So it is very beneficial, and I will praise anyone and tell anyone, please, number one, if you're having those thoughts, don't hesitate to get help. If not for yourself, for your babies, please. Number two, it is not failure for you to get help. Don't feel like I failed, I'm a bad mother, I can't do this, whatever. You're getting help, and it's helping you, and that help and that happiness will trickle down to your babies and to your family and friends and everyone else. Believe me, it works wonders. Number three, it's not your fault. It happens. It just happens. It's not your fault. You're not a bad person. You're not a bad mother. You're not a loser. You're not any of those. It's not your fault. Go get the help. Number four, if you need therapy and medication as a combination, please go for it. Do not take people's, how can I say this? Do not listen to like the therapist, and the therapist says, hey, you could benefit from medicine. Or your doctor say, hey, maybe you need to take some medicine, or at least discuss medication, so that you'll know what's going on with you, and basically what you need. Get it, take it. If you don't like it, don't take it anymore, or go and try something else. But I would definitely use all the advantages out there possible. Last but not least, if you go to, I think it's called meetup.com, they have lots of groups. They have lots of clubs. They have lots of things like that for everything, for moms, for any hobby, for anything, play groups, different things like that you can get into. They even have one that I got into today for moms getting back into shape. And they meet up like once or twice a week somewhere, and they do exercises, and they give you like meal plans and things like that. Like, they have different things on there to where if you are depressed or down or feel isolated or in a new area, or like me, don't have friends, don't have family, things like that, you can get out, meet people, even though you don't want to. It will help you. So I think the website is meetup.com. Try that. And just look at all the different options that you have. That's not the only option. I just hope that everyone out there really pays attention to their body, and if this is happening, the baby blues, postpartum depression, I just pray and hope that you will go get help. All right. If anyone have any questions or comments, please leave them. And this can become a discussion. It's just a lot of different opinions out there. Some are true, some aren't, and I don't want anybody to be misinformed. So, leave comments, leave questions, subscribe. Let me know what you think. All right. Bye.